Hello my crafty friends. Yay, I'm back again. So I've done a bit of experimenting with the colours and I'm actually liking what I see. I've decided to keep the brown through it. I've coloured, you know how I've used this colour when I covered the cover. And sorry, this is part 2, ladies. Getting a bit excited here. And I'm really enjoying, just let me get up and I'll just show you up close, if I can, what the colours are like. I haven't painted this, I'm going to do this now. And I've just put these on. I'm just going to touch them up with different colours. But don't you just like the shine of it? I really don't care about the black. I think I really like this. And what I've done is I've used a round felted, thin felted pen and just marked dots on it to make it look as though it's got screws around it. And the clock I've actually blackened around there with black texture because I don't have black paint, just to highlight that. I've just glued this fabric on with fabric tack. The back I'm going to probably put some of these lumpy bumpy things on. And then I'm just going to apply the zipper along here. So I thought, well, I might as well put this on. I'm just going to see how this comes up like this. You can't see much there. So what if I move it about there? Okay. All right. So I've got all these little bits of paint just on this plastic sheet where I can mix it up. But what I'm doing here now, and I'm not using a different colour brush, I'm just using the same brush because it's going to be all sorts of like sort of colours anyway. I just want to take that shine off. Okay, just to highlight, because it had a blank space there. And I thought, well, if I highlight that, it'll sort of get rid of that space. And what I want to do is, I'll put this over here. I'll just make sure you can see it. Yes, you can. So I'll probably do some again here. Got some left here. I think this one might be too short. Yep, too short. I might use, it doesn't matter what colour I use. Yeah. So I'll just take that off. Take 2 off. And then I've got some of this Fandango glue, but unfortunately I don't have much left. Look, that's all I've got left. I need some really strong glue to hold it. And I'm just going to do a little row of glue just here. I think that should be enough, because these beads have got sticky stuff on them, but of course, like we all know, it's not going to hold. Can you see that? Yes, you can. So I'm just going to put that on here. I know they're pink, but don't worry about it. They won't be pink by the time I finish with them. And of course, my baby whites are going to be full of colour. I'll show you the ones I've just done here. Smushed all the paint around, but doesn't it look cool? I can use that. And this one here as well. It's a bit torn, but who cares? I will use that for something, like a little grungy journal cover or something. So yeah, so maybe I'll make that a bit more straight there. I'm really, really liking how this looks. And so I'm just going to colour these brown, because that's what this whole cover was. So I really don't care about this black. I really like this. Let me know your thoughts. So now this is really tight, and this is going to be, I'm going to put a hidden spine in this journal, I've decided. So of course now I'm going to paint this. See if you can see this. Make sure you can see this. Yep. Sorry about the noise of the chair, it's just me getting up now. And there's some loose bits there, but I'll glue them. But I just want to see. Oh, there goes some stuff flying around. So I hope you've all had a great day today. I have. I got my mulching done. And under the our citrus trees. They're going to bear some lovely fruit this year, hopefully. We've been here 4 years at this house, and we've bought it 4 years ago. And the trees were really neglected. So the first year there was like 6 fruits. We've got 3 trees, 2 orange and a mandarin. And yes, and then last year, because we were away and it was so hot and we didn't have our irrigation at that time, all the fruit split. So every time we come home watered, they got too much moisture too quickly and they all split. So you know, I had like buckets and buckets load of fruit, so I made marmalade out of it. So I've still got 2 jars left. And but this year, because I've mulched, they've been fed, I've got my fruit fly traps in there, homemade, with apple cider vinegar and dishwashing detergent for those that have got fruit trees and want to get rid of them. That's the best thing. Don't buy any of that expensive stuff. I've made my own traps from water bottles, plastic water bottles. Might need a bit more brown, I think. Yeah, so and the fruit that's on there this time is quite huge and very solid. It's not light in weight. And I'm using a little brush, but that's the brush I've got now. So okay, so, and I really should put some glue under there. I don't like that. Now where's my rag? See, I'll do that right now before I forget. Finger tool, dab, 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 dab. A bit more. Oops. So yeah, so my thinking changed a bit by the time I coloured all this, painted all these bits here. And I'm not doing what I was going to do. But that's okay. That's what it's all about, isn't it? We're allowed to do that when we craft. You've sort of got an idea of how you want it. But of course, you know, it changes. See, look at that. So the old white gets good hiding here. Pretty well stocked up with wipes. So I've got a little bit of black, which is okay because, you know, this clock around here is black. And then I've got this zipper, and I'm actually going to put this right on the edge, not in the groove. I'm going to put this right on the edge, just like that. And I might have to use that glue again, some more of that glue, because it's the only one that'll stick to this. It's a fabric tack, and that's all I've got left. I'm just going to cut this little snippet off. I don't mind if these corners are showing. It's not supposed to be super perfect. So yeah, so I've decided to do the cover first. Now this here is showing, but I'm not really too concerned about that. I think it looks cool. The masking tape was the name I was trying to think of this. Masking tape. So it just came to me. Unless I do it here. Have a look how that looks. This glue dries pretty quick. See, if I put it in there, it's just going to make it worse with the bending, and yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go when you open it. close it. Or if I put it maybe in there like that, and you open it and it's still okay. Well, I can try, can't I? And if it doesn't work, well, you know, I'll just rethink it. Let's try. Let's do it. Let's just do it. No use thinking about it. I hope I've got enough. Just got to wait for it to run through. Oh dear, don't like that sound of bubbles. Air bubbles. I do have a little bit in here, I think. But I think that might be a bit hard. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Oh, I don't like my chances. Okay. I'll have to wait. And I might use this. This is just as good. Bonds fabric paper. Let's do it. Is this going to go now? Yes. I'll do generous. I like generous. I'll just use my finger tool. I use my fingers a lot. Okay. Then I go in the garden and then I've got a good excuse to say, oh, I've done a lot of gardening today. Look at my fingers. So that's how that goes. See, I'm just doing it. I had to think about it over lunch, and so that's not going to interfere, you see. So I like that. That's not going to interfere. And I can paint this up as well. I don't have to leave it black. Leave it black. And I'll probably put a bit more glue. Oh no, it's all right. Keep tapping it. But this here is good. I like it. Doesn't that look cool? I think it is. Pretty cool. Just have a look. Excuse me, ladies. I'm just going to have a look to see. Oh, yeah. Can you see that? Okay. All right. We're still in frame. That's good. So now, now this is, I suppose I've got to take that out, haven't I? Because that's a bit in there. See what happens? Just got to take it out of that groove. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. See, because I didn't know that I was going to put that zipper in there. I did not know that I was going to do that zipper in there. I'm glad there's no rules in making these journals. Like I said, as long as the outcome is what we're after, a good outcome. Okay, but at least you'll see me work, or craft I should say, it's not work. Okay, so now we go, what's that? There's always one that does not want to cooperate. My light is not the best in here today for some reason. Okay, so that should go around like this. Make sure I've got the teeth the same way as the other way. And that I should just, it's not going to make any difference if it opens or closes. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Pop her in there. Let's see what happens. Finger tool. I've got a bit much down here. Got a bit carried away. Finger tool. Finger tool. Oop, cloth. Put the lid back on the glue. Alrighty. Let's put her on. We're in business. Have I got that right? undo. Okay, must be the light. Should have used pliers, I know, but these are scissors I can use for anything, those scissors. Okay. I think this is the last bit of the zipper because I used a lot of it on my horse. Okay. So that's how that works. Okay, so it's not going to interfere with the bending of the spine, but wow, doesn't that look cool? I might just use this. I've got my letter opener and I sometimes use that to press everything down. Just like that. Give that another good. So I'm going to just let that dry now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish these off. And I've just put my scissors in my paint. See? Unbelievable. Okay. Another cloth. Oh, unbelievable. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I might put a little bit of this, because it's got that brown on it. I'll put a little bit of that purple on there. I might put a bit of purple on this end too. A little bit I didn't do. Okay, so now I'm just going to wipe this. I'm going to get that off. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this colour now, which is called Dark Patina. And I really like this. And you can just, you know, just lightly go over it. Just to take that pink out, but for the pink still to come through. So like that. Don't want to do too much to it. Otherwise I might have to use a bit of brown. Some of them are a bit too mutsy. Okay. Just noticing these marks here. Now, okay. So now what I can do is, now that this has got that brown on it, I can put a little bit of this magenta on there if I wish. Seeing I've got a little bit left here. Just like that. Can you see that? No, you can't. I'm sorry, ladies. What if I go right up close? Oh, I am right close. Okay. Okay. So I'm just using that little bit of colour in here. And even on the zipper. That's it. I've decided the zipper's going to get a little bit. And then I've got this colour. Make sure I don't have too much on my brush. I really like how this whole thing's come together. You know, you've got like you have a vision of how you want it to look. And of course, as you're going along, you're thinking, oh no, this looks much better this way. And before you know it, how you want it has sort of changed. Now I've got the black coming through just a little bit, not much. And then I did use a little bit of gold somewhere as well. I'm just going to put a little bit on my mat. And again, I'll just take a bit of this paint off. And just, not much, just, you know, you don't want to smother it. Well, that's what I've learnt watching all those YouTube videos from all these amazing crafters. And then maybe just a little bit more here, just to make it look as though, oh, that got accidentally splattered. So how does that look? I mean, it doesn't look like much on the video, I don't think, but oh, I just love it. There it comes out. Okay, so it looks goldy there, but it's not. You can see, if I turn it, how you can see the colours, you know, just to give you a bit of an idea. Okay, and then what I've done is, let's see if I can get this back out. Yes, I can. I've made up that little frame. There it is. And I've made up the little horse. Remember, it was pretty shiny, wasn't it? Well, I've painted that as well. And I've put a little bit of gold on that. And that's just going to sit in there like that. Sorry, ladies. Just like that. And that's going to go onto here. Just like that. But I'm not going to glue that on until I actually finish the journal, until I've put the signatures in, because I don't want that to get knocked around. So I've just about, well, I finished it. I've just got to, might do that right now. I've just got to darken that a little bit. It's a bit too light for me. I've got to make sure I don't take Horsey away. So yeah, so got to make sure that you get the sides properly too. You don't want to see all the white bits. But see, I've painted it with the metallic paint, silver metallic paint. Got rid of the white and a bit of too much pink there. But you know, us crafters, though, when you think we're finished, you end up, it's going to get glued in there. You end up looking and looking and looking, and then you think, oh, I could do that. But what I'm going to do with this, so where have I got all my, now I can't even find them. Good enough. Oh yes, and I've painted this as well. Which side did it? Oh yes, I did that side, so that's painted as well. So that'll go onto here, and I've just painted these a little bit, and the chains. I'll probably do a little bit more. I didn't want to do too much, doesn't have to. That's why I've painted it a little bit on the gold side. And so where is all my cogs that I had? Oh dear, that's what happens when you, bear with me everyone. I'm looking for my cogs that I had here. Did that bag fall down? No. Oh, goodness sake, what did I do with that? But anyway, I'm going to put, oh, here they are. I'll show you what I'm going to do with, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do there. And that is, I'm going to use, I found a couple of tiny ones. There's one there. Pity I haven't got any more of the tiny ones. There it is. Little rascal is hiding from me. So yeah, so I was thinking of putting one in there, like that, and maybe putting this little round one on there like that. Not too much. Don't want to overwhelm it. Oh no, here it is. That's the one I want to put on because it's quite sturdy. Is that the one I wanted? Oh yes, these black ones are quite sturdy. So just let me have a look here. Let me have another fiddle here. Okay. So that sort of goes there. And I want that like that. Can you see that? Okay. they're going to get glued on so that you've got some gears hanging off there. And I was thinking of even doing half a one in there like that. Do another gear in there somewhere. Got to have these gears, don't they? That's what steampunk is all about. But I'm starting to think this is more like a mixed media than steampunk. I've got some screws here, but I don't know. I just don't know where to stick them. I don't really want to overdo it, you know. I don't want to put too much on the back. If anything, you know, I might do another cog in there. I've got plenty of them. But yeah, so I'm thinking of maybe putting 2 of those there and maybe another one there. So, and then I think that's about done. Yeah, these ones I really wanted to get on there. And I might put, maybe just put a cog here or another one there. I don't have a big, oh yes I do, look, I've got a big fancy one here. Maybe do something like that. Can you see that? Yes you can. Huh? Just see if you can see that. Alright, so I'm thinking of doing something like that for the back, so there's a few more there than, I don't know if you can overdo it or not. Maybe put one in there like that. Yeah, I don't want to do too much, but I think having those 2 there definitely, and that one there definitely, and then I think my front cover is done. I'm going to let it dry overnight. And in my last video I showed you this paper. I'll just go back a bit. I showed you this paper, just love the texture, but it was too glary. So what I've done is I've done a strip and put the brown on it, so that's what I'm going to use on the inside. So it's going to look pretty cool, eh? And by rubbing it off with the alcohol wipe, I'll be able to get some of that silver through, or I'll just brush it on, you know, with this one. So yes, so that's where I'm at. I hope you like this little one. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach those gears onto the frame, colour them. I'm going to attach this to the cover and colour it, and the same with these, and then that is done. I don't need to do any more. Awesome. Maybe just a moment, I just saw something. Maybe I should do a row of those up there. Oh, there you go. Now I've got my whole brush in my paint. See, I didn't put it away. Just let me put that away right now. Unbelievable. So, you know, do you ladies get into a, you know, making more mess than what you started off with? Unbelievable. So, another wipe. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to put these, I'm going to put another 2 there because there's a little gap there, and that I reckon it's going to annoy me. And that's probably going to be, I reckon, just those ones. Don't want it too long. Let's see what we can do here. Put some of this bigger glue on. Put this in a little bottle, I think, so that I don't get that big stuff out. It gets a bit carried away there. So there you go. See what happens? That's what I mean. Like, you step away and you think, oh no, that'll look really cool. So that too, then, get my paint, my little palette here, paint palette, and that too I'm going to just go round. No rules, no rules. You got to have fun, don't you? You really got to have fun. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. And you know, I make a lot of muck-ups. And I sometimes get quite, not angry, but upset. You know, you spend all this time and then you muck it up. I've got another word for it, but I won't use it. I'm on camera. But yeah, so, and then I'm thinking, well, why? Because, like, it's fun, you know, playtime. All right, before this paint dries out, I'm just going to wish across it and just do it a little bit. It's probably the wrong one. Who knows? Probably have to wait for it to dry now. Okay. Add a bit more brown. Alrighty. A lot of trucks come through here today. Been very noisy. I must apologise. In my last video, I didn't realise it till I've uploaded. I'm going, oops. Yeah, okay. So, doesn't that look better now? I've got those there and those there and... yes, that's much better. I don't need him there because I've got the cog. All right, till the next video. Happy crafting. Probably have to start a bit of dinner now. It's that time of the day. And, yeah, wait for next part 3. Until then, happy crafting. Thanks for watching.